Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and we're back again with another Spirit Island video. Today, we're going to be playing as Serpent slumbering beneath the island against France 6. Playing in a solo game as Serpent is the most different relative to a multiplayer experience, and this is because 3 of our 4 starting powers target another player. And in a single player game, we can use these to target ourselves, but in a multiplayer game, it has to go out. And so it fundamentally changes how we're going to build, how we're going to play, what we're going to do, what we're going to prioritize. Everything is going to be completely different. And so if you generally play multiplayer games, this video is purely for entertainment purposes only. I mean, all my videos should only be for entertainment purposes. You're never going to learn anything good from me, so... Anyways, we are going to start off with a Jungles Explore. Got a little France 6 right here. And when I'm playing solo, I always like to start with Gift of Primordial Deeps. It just gives us more cards, gives us more options, and it gives us a couple extra drafts early, so that we can better develop our game plan. If we don't draft a card that we want immediately, we can just take the elements, and that'll allow us to push a town to a neighboring land. And then we can absorb Elemental Aegis for an AoE defend 3 and take 0 Blight on our next turn. That's a set of options that are available to us that I am quite likely to take. So let's just start by seeing what we have in the minor deck. Carapace Land is beautiful. It's a defend 6. We very much like Earth cards anyways. And so we're very reliably going to make this a defend 6 instead of a defend 3. Of these other cards, Cycles of Time and Tide is an interesting one. It allows us to remove Blight, and that's important because we have presence restrictions. It also adds Dahan, which, we definitely have a tiny amount of Dahan and Defend. So that is something definitely worth considering as well. But Carapace Land is exactly the type of card we want, and... yeah, going to be very happy to take that. And let's see, Fire in the Sky. Anything that adds strife against France is always particularly powerful. It is worth noting that Call to Isolation is here. If we were to do a Call to Isolation and play it immediately, we would not have the ability to AoE defend next turn. Or we could kick a Dahan in, or we could kick this town out. That would actually not make any difference to our total number of towns because we build a city and we then add a town to an adjacent land. And then the advantage of taking that line, we don't get the push, but then when we Dahan and defend, we get to kill the town. So the same number of towns are going to be added to the board anyways. And then we get, and we actually get to make use of that solo Dahan. That's pretty compelling. It's really hard for me to not take Fire in the Sky against France before the first Slaves Rebellion. Sky Stretches is an interesting card, but considering we're stuck on 2 card plays for a really long time, I'm a lot less likely to take it, and Renewing Boon is certainly the worst card here. I think outside that narrow use of Fire in the Sky, it's not as good. I'm going to try the Call to Isolation line. Okay, now we get to do an Absorb Aegis to defend. And I'll probably, when I do that combo, I get 2 damage and a town push. So I could do that to just fully solve my 3 right now. That doesn't make use of those Dahan, which is something certainly worth considering. If I were to kill off this town and just take 2 fear, I could do another Absorb Aegis and defend both of these for 4 and then make use of these Dahan. That's likely better. Okay, nothing here looks particularly compelling. So we're probably just taking some forget fodder. And yeah, so this probably isn't a decision worth sweating over at all. The types of effects that we're going to want is... I mean, this is all just like, I don't know, just kind of... Like, nothing here really, like, solves any problem. It just kind of kicks things around. I guess we'll take the Prowling Panthers. Maybe we might find a reason that we're going to want some beasts to pop out. And we get our Aegis and our Absorb. The cool thing is that when we absorb ourselves, we get 4 energy. Because we get 1 for getting absorbed, and then 3 just for playing the card. So that's one way that this is stronger. And of course, getting the element is good, right? We pick up the plant for that extra energy, so we're going from 0 to 5 just with this combo. Very, very strong. And then also, we only have to absorb ourselves 3 times over the course of the game because you have 13 total presents. 3 of them will wind up here, which only leaves 10 that can possibly go on the board. After absorbing 3, we are allocated 10. So after 3 of them, it's pretty much just forget fodder. It does provide basically 5 elements, though, so it you might find a reason to hold on to it, but generally I don't. But that's way down the line. Ooh, some beast damage. I'm happy, because we're against France and that's like the primary way we lose, I'm happy to sacrifice a beast to kill off that town. We already have 2 Dahan here, so I'll just put a second one up in the sands. And that's there we go. Now, when the Slaves Rebellion comes, the sands are going to be in the Ravage slot, and so now we have our Slaves Rebellion target right here. Give ourselves an energy, and the only place that we can get value from this is in the wetlands. I was planning on using it here in the jungle, but I'm perfectly fine with the way that plays out instead. And yeah, so now I think we're just going to... Oh, drat. I was planning on... That's right. Sorry, I verbalized saying that I wanted to do that play here. Then I can do a defend 4, but I forgot about that. So instead, we are going to go for this Carapace land. As long as we draft any Earth card, we're okay. I think that's probably better than reclaiming. And in fact, we have enough energy. We can throw down a major right now. Probably forgetting... Gift of Flowing Power is one I often forget. Although it is good to know that if you're willing to gamble, Flowing Power plus Primordial Deeps plus Absorb, I think the 3 cards are, because that gives you 2 waters, Earth, Earth. Yeah, if you get a plant card, playing these 3 cards, you can get that proliferation. So that's a good little combo to know about. Yeah, and then we can Aegis Defend on our next turn and just take care of both of the sands. I'm going to draft a major here. Ooh, Blazing Renewal, Melt Earth into Quicksand. Well, Blazing Renewal we're not going to get any value from for a little bit, so it's going to be Melt Earth, which I'm perfectly fine with. And that will get us the Earth that we need for the Carapace land, and we don't need this Prowling Panthers. Going here and here, we could just kill off these 2 guys. Yeah, that's... Even though that does get in the way of us getting our Slaves Rebellion target online, we do also, as long as this is not exactly coast or jungle, we're going to escalate into one of these 3 lands. So I think that's fine. There's a 60% chance of it just working out for free. And we do have a town push as well, so if we get jungles, then we're here. So literally, as long as we don't get coast, we will get a Slaves Rebellion target. Okay, good thing we did defend 6 instead of a defend 4, so we are not punished for our mistakes. Suddenly it became a good thing. I had the beast up here because it's just way the heck out there, and I have nothing lined up for it. Although, actually, maybe I go for the sands instead. Simply because I don't really have anything going for it, and maybe we just reclaim a Carapace land and use it for the extra range. Oh, and with that jungle, now any terrain without frills has a land with 2 Dahan in it. Okay, this is excellent. We can just add our escalation town right here, dies the Slaves Rebellion, and that's the end of our problems. Ironically, we have no towns at range 0, so that's just going to be a whole lot of 2 fear. Okay. What are we doing here? Well, we definitely want to, because of this back-to-back and then with the risk of a coastal coming up, I think I want to get a presence here, so that way I can destroy it with our innate. Interesting, we actually have 100% fast cards. That's pretty funny. We are not yet at our reclaim 1, so I think we always reclaim here. Reclaim all that is. Nope, oh, yikes. I wanted to move this presence. So that way we have access to this Blighted Land. Because we cannot grow into Blighted Lands, we can only reclaim and then move our presence into Blighted Lands. So I'd like to keep this guy in the 5, and that would make it such that we'd have to go from the 4 up to the 7 if we choose to go into that land. So then for our presence for the turn, I'll probably just go up here into the 8. I was kind of talking earlier about how it's just kind of out there, and it's probably a nice thing to have access to. So Carapace Land would be that one. And if we were to play these 2 cards again, we could take the any for the fire, and that'll kill a town, and that's all good and dandy. But can we do better? We go here with the Absorb Essence. We're 3 elements shy. So if we do Flowing Power into the Absorb Essence, that'll make us 2 elements shy. We absorb for an element, and we have our free any element. I think we just get a proliferation here right out. Right? Because we got water, earth, free earth, give ourselves... earth, free earth, and then we have plant, and then absorb plant. Yeah, great, we get ourselves a proliferation. And since I put this out here, that can always move in, so I'm going to get rid of my 4. Of course, actually, we can just proliferate into the 7, so that doesn't matter. And yeah, okay, that's very exciting. I hadn't even considered that with Carapace Land. This card's insane for us. Alright, no Dahan, no invaders. There should be no qualifying lands. Beast damage, that prevents a whole town from existing. Slow to fast we do not get. And that's okay. We almost have nothing to do if we were to get that slow to fast. If we remove this Explorer, it'll be a push, but it will deny another whole town from existing. And that would be excellent. Okay, we got the coast. Yep, so we got the triple back-to-back and the 2. So yeah, investing our presence in here was a good and important decision. We do have the 3 fire, 3 earth, so we can kill the city and push the town out. That's exciting. And Aegis will do well. It's already set up for a defend 4. We can get that up to a defend 5. I don't think we'd want to go any further. Probably going to play in Call to Isolation on our next turn. in order to help clear out one of these lands. So I'm thinking I might go up here with it, because if I push here into the 5, then we escalate and are forced to take a Blight and lose a Presence. So the question is, right, do I go into the mountains? And if it goes in the mountains, that's going to be, once again, the escalation issue. So therefore, we go into the jungles. Oh yeah, we could pick this up for the extra water, but that's not going to make a difference. And the reclaim one, there's nothing to reclaim right now, but that's a-okay. I'm going to put the hit here in the Blighted Land, because otherwise we really struggle to do that. Okay, well, that is good. Getting that proliferation is really good, really important. If we want to, you know, wake up before the game ends. So let's see, if we don't do anything, we are very much losing. Perhaps we could play like a Melt Earth and a Call to Isolation. That'll kill off these guys, push these guys out. So all of a sudden we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 towns being built. Escalation would make us lose, and we're guaranteed to take an escalation because we've already seen the coastal card. So that's not super cool. I think I'm going to pull a major, and if we don't see anything we like, then we can... I mean, that's a line that allows us to like just choose to take Blight instead of losing, which is better. Ooh, but a Pyroclastic Flow is a beautiful card, because we can just kill everything in this land, and that denies 3 towns from existing. We could also choose to... Actually, no, that's not range 1 from a mountain. But, yeah, cleaning up 3 guys here. We could even go like Pyroclastic plus Melt Earth, go kill all this, and then we have a single land that's going to stack up like super huge. And we could just throw like Call to Isolation. We could throw like a Carapace land in there. We could just do a whole bunch of stuff, and it'll be inefficient, but it'll get the job done. Or maybe I'll come up with a better line before then. Infestation of Venomous Spiders, any kind of a skip, is always very strong. It's very inefficient to use majors on killing a couple explorers, but it allows us to survive to the next turn, and we absolutely have inevitability. There's a couple things going for us the longer that the game goes. One, we can, you know, wake up and hit the 6-4, which is insanely strong. And the second is that as long as we can survive to get to the next Slaves Rebellion, we're probably going to do just fine. That one is such a big swing in our favor. So even if we're a little inefficient in the short term, we'll be better off in the long term. Or like we'll still have like the reliable win in the long term. So I think Pyroclastic Flow is the pick here. Not sure if we're going to do the Gift of Flowing Power shenanigans again. So I'm happy to get rid of it. We also got a reclaim 1, so we'll take this Carapace land. Go here, here. I could probably any for a plant. I think it's the only way I gain marginal value, because that takes 2 airs to trigger, and that will take 2 more waters to trigger. Isolation is definitely going to waste, which is unfortunate. I wonder if a Fear card pushes an Explorer in, if that's going to do anything. Oh, man. The Beast would have solved our problems for us. Wilds in a land without invaders is very exciting to me. Ooh, we can deny another town from existing. Actually, I wonder, if I push it into here, does it die? I think it'll just die if I push it into here. Very cool. Strifing a town. Don't mind if I do. I think now, with those two effects, I think just a Carapace land should solve that. Because it's 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can let it go right here because I can just use my innate and kill it. Yeah, we still have a town left in the pool, so we're okay with whatever comes up. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do an Elemental Aegis and an AoE Defend for 5. If we do that, then I don't need to worry about doing Absorbs for the rest of the game. And I think that might even get us another Proliferation. I'll have to double check on my next turn. But if we do that, well, I think no matter what, actually, if we do that and we defend all of this, then I can definitely get away with killing a town here. I think that's probably the best play anyways, is just killing this town and kicking one out. But it would be a very efficient solution here. So let's see. If we were to Aegis and Absorb, we would have Water, Water, Earth, Earth, and then Absorb Element. And then we'd have Earth, Earth, and then we pick up this Earth here for our 3 Earths, and then we absorb into a plant, and we any into a plant. So we will get the Proliferation. Okay, yeah, I'm very happy with that line. And so for our Reclaim 1, we'll take the Absorb Essence, adding a Presence here. It's not going to full clear, so I'll go here. Or no, I'm going to go here because that way if we do get the Explore, I can use my Innate, which only deals with like 1 building, to deal with that Escalation land. And then we can efficiently deal with the land number 1 with Defense. Do I want to go for another major? I think the answer might be yes, and get rid of this Melt Earth into Quicksand. Nothing here is super crazy. Power Storm is an interesting one, especially because it has the matching air fire with our Pyroclastic Flow. So that would put us, and we could use our any on the air. We already have the earth covered. And then we do just a sun short. Yeah, we have the earth covered. Yeah, so we'd be just an air and a sun short of thresholding both. And we could, call it Isolation. So Power Storm I like as an interesting choice. Probably better than this Melt Earth. So let's see. We need to go for a plant. And then we absorb ourselves, taking a plant, defending all around. Okay, let's hope nothing gets bad. Land with the most invaders. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 versus. Okay, well, that's a whole lot of something. We'll still be able to kill off the... that's actually frustrating in terms of town count stuff, because we're producing 2 towns here. We're producing 2 towns, and we're going to kill off a town. Ooh, that is rough. Pushing from a land with Blight to a land without Blight. Okay, that's going to be our savior right there. So we can push this guy in here. This guy in here. We'll just sit there until a Slaves Rebellion happens. Okay, I think that was the most threatening part of the game for us, and I think we're just cruising from here on out. Well, actually, I guess these 5 explorers could do a whole lot of something as well. Don't get too confident yet. That is how we lose. But yes, we do get to start getting huge. Let's see, we could kill a town, push a town in. Then having 3 towns here that'll all die to the pyroclastic flow threshold. I do have to consider that I might have to use pyroclastic flow here just to kill off 5 explorers and prevent us from just getting smoked by all those builds. Definitely going card plays here. There's actually a chance I might go for 5 card plays on our next turn with that extra reclaim 1. That's genuinely a possibility. So I'm going to put an extra presence here because I very well might choose to just... But that will flip the Blight card, so I don't know if that's worth it. Oh, we got the 3 damage. Does that make a difference, killing this city? So if we kill that city right now, and then we push the town in, is that a big enough difference for it to be worthwhile? It might be. I'm going to do that. It's I don't know if that's the right play or not, but that's what I'm going to do. I don't care about making the right play. We're just making plays. We're just doing what feels right. If we were to reclaim this pyroclastic flow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we play everything. Then air, air, air. Sun, sun. Okay, yeah, so we're double thresholded. We get to play some cards twice. Right, Carapace to defend. Gifter Primordial. We could just like Pyroclastic. It's a wild line, but it does work. And we do get another Reclaim 1 out of it as well, taking the Elemental Aegis. Okay. Smothering Infestation. If we had a way to slow to fast, then this Smothering Infestation would certainly be the pick. I like this Rapid Wings of Sunlight. Just because it's like, these Dahan just aren't in the game. We really don't have any Dahan movement. So that's what I'm going to take. Forgetting you, because we already got the 3 that we need. Going here. Reclaim. Right there. Okay. Alright, we can do this. And then, yeah, we'll sit on our NEP based on whether if we draft a water or a plant, we'll be able to take the any for the other. How about both? And then this will allow us to make a Sacred Site. We can make a Sacred Site via Proliferation and then hit the Renewing Rain, which it doesn't come back because, you know, France, but it is a thing. Now, how many towns are we looking at? 1 town, and we're building like 7. So yeah, we have to definitely do the Blight play. No like Entrancing Apparition, Shenanigans gonna get the job done. So yeah, I'll take this. Play it, and I guess that covers everything. So the next step would be triple fire, triple water, triple earth, triple plant. We only get 1 element. Wait a second. No, we have... Oh, the Ennie's up here. Drat. That's okay. That means there's no marginal benefit to either. So we'll just sit on it and wait. Oh, I could Gift of Primordial Deeps again. That's cute. Let's see what the blight card is. Okay, destroy a presence up here because that's going to get blighted most likely. And then, yeah, we have plenty of blight on the card. Do that. Push it a Han this way. Oh yeah, we're all out of energy. Okay, that's fine. We could push this town in, but then we don't have 2 Dahan to kill everything. And then I don't think there's any way that we can improve our position. Okay, Moon. We can just forget this Gift of Primordial Deeps, and then we can just gain an any for the Moon to get that 2 fear back. Where's our other... Oh yeah, we have a passive Moon. But yes, we're just going to forget this. And actually, that's an instantaneous win because of Terror level 3. So, there we go. That is a victory playing as Serpent against France 6. A little bit of a hokey ending there. It would have been nicer if we didn't have to flip our own Blight card, but hey, got the job done, and a win is a win. The Spirit is completely different in solo versus multiplayer. It's largely unrecognizable from one to the other. But it can be a lot of fun, and it can be quite strong as well. If you're able to get those self-proliferations off, it's really nice. It does require utilizing cards that you could normally only target other people with and targeting yourself with them and getting, you know, some tricks off that way. So it does not translate over. I think that's a really important takeaway. But it's almost like there's a 38th spirit. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a glorious day.